Okay, so we've got two sort of quadratic functions forming, I'll do a quick sketch, not totally necessary, but you've got one function sort of going like that, that's the x squared shape, and then we've got a minus x squared sort of coming down like that. So you've got this bit here at 2, which is where they sort of join, and you've got 3 and 0. Now I can see the median will be in the first function. You might think, well, how does he know that? Well, if I look at f of 2 is going to equal 2 squared over 6, which equals 4 over 6, which is greater than a half. And we need to find the median, such that, although my diagram's not to scale, such that this area is a half. So given then that f of m equals a half, let's change that. So given that f of m equals a half, we can set let's just take it up. We can set this to m squared over 6 equals 1 half. So I've substituted my m into the first equation. So if m squared equals a half, then we have m will equal m squared will equal 6 over 2, so m will equal root 3. Now root 3 is 1.41, confirming that the median is indeed between 0 and 2. Now finding the lower quartile, so we'll call that f of L, say, L for lower. So, I don't like that splodge, let's just go with that. So f of L will be L squared over 6 equals a quarter. So the lower quartile is going to equal the square root of 6 over 4, which is the square root, actually that's not quite right, the square root of, let's write 6 over 4 to start with, or the square root of 3 over 2 should I say. 6 over 4 is 3 over 2. So L equals, so the 6 just goes up there, 6 over 4, square root of 3 over 2, and you can work that out on a calculator, which will be close to 0.7, it'll be 0.7 or 0.71. I'll put in 0.71. Check that though, I've not used a calculator, I've just estimated that. So the upper quartile will come in the top function, because the upper quartile f of q has got to equal 0.75. So f of q will equal minus q squared over 3 plus 2q minus 2 equals 0.75. So that's a quadratic equation I've got to solve. So to eliminate the 3 and the 4, if I multiply through by 12, minus 12q squared over 3, that will give me minus 12 over 3, which is minus 4, minus 4q squared. 12 times 2q will be plus 24q, minus 24, and then 12 over 4 will be 3, 3 3s are 9, equals 9. So I've times through by 12, 3 4, so times through by 12. So if I write this out now, I'll have 4q squared minus 24q. So it's as though I'm moving everything to this side. So if the minus 24 goes over to that side, it will be 24 plus 9, which is 33, equals 0. So I now have to solve this using the quadratic formula. So you can see I've processed the information through the calculator. Just to remind you, using the quadratic formula, it's minus b at the start. Well, you've got the minus 24, that's why you just have a 24 at the start. I've taken the plus and the minus, so you've got two answers, and I'll discuss which one's right, which one fits the problem. And you'll see that I've divided by 2a, well 2 4s are 8, that's why I've got 8 divided. Right, so one of the answers falls within the range, that's the 2.13, so that is our upper quartile. So the upper quartile, we've called it Q, so Q3, the upper quartile, equals, if I round it to 2 decimal places, it's 2.13. 2.13. We simply ignore the answer that's outside our range. So the upper quartile is 2.13.